Welcome. So in today's lesson, we're going to be creating a custom shape that inverts its color when you click on it. So right now I've already made this hexagon, and I'm actually not going to be making the hexagon, but I want to show you from scratch. Actually, let me just delete two of them and show you that this was a shape element, right? From here in the visual element. So on the left, you can see reusable elements. On the bottom, these are some shapes I made since the last video. And this is the inputs, the containers, and the visual elements. Here is shape. I just want to show you two things. One, that the background has a conditional that says this custom definition is pressed, or this custom definition is hovered. We change the background color to black, because right now it's white. And then in the shape element, which is the shape A element, which is the actual shape here, the shape is pressed, so the shape is hovered, change the background color to white. And so if you look at that on the shape test page, I already made a hashtag, so I'm just going to show you that. Very good. Now, I will do something random for this one. So we've got let's make this an actual square. I'm trying to do a random shape. The conditionals are already there, so make sure your conditionals are there on the very first shape. That way when you copy and paste it, they'll stay there. If they stay there, then just simple. It saves time. So now I'm going to change this to a 300 by 300. Cool. And then I'm going to copy and paste it. And I'm going to change this one to, I don't know, let's say 260, and 260. Only in this case, I'm going to change the conditionals anyway, because they're going to be different now. For this example, changing the background color hue to white. Bing. There you go. Now I've got a frame. And I will change the conditional to black. And that's it. And now I'm going to recopy the outer shape. Copy, paste. And he's going to be, I think, 320 by 320. I'm basically getting smaller by 40 pixels. Sorry, 220. Here it is. Conditional can stay the same. Now I'm just going to copy the white one. Copy, paste. And make its width, what was it, 180 by 180. This conditional is already there, right? He's going to turn to black when the background group is hovered. The group that it's in is the reusable shape, so that'll become the group name when you put the reusable element on the page. Now I'm going to copy this black one and go down by, I guess, 80. So copy, paste, go down by 80, which will be like 140 and 140. And his conditional is fine. So now we'll do the same thing with white again. Copy, paste. He's just going to be 100 by 100. And then do the same thing with black again. He's going to be 60 by 60. And the same thing with white again. Copy, paste. Take him down to 20 by 20. And now that is the center of the shape. I'm going to go ahead and put him in our shape test. Delete this. And there's our, what did I call it? I just called it shape. Boom, let's preview that. That's cool. I don't know what I'd use that for, but it works. And now you want to make this an icon. You take all of the numbers and divide them by 10. So this is a 400 by 400 sized reusable element. And I guess I could have made it bigger since I could use the full width of the shape. But now I'm not going to do that right now. So we'll clone this reusable element. I'm just going to call it small shape. I call it zebra frames. And I got to remember to change shape to big shape zebra frames. And then it's not that hard. It just takes a little bit of time to click on all these guys and just lower everything by, that's a factor of 10. So we're just going to get rid of some zeros and then move down, get rid of the last zero and go down, get rid of the last zero and go down. Same thing over and over again. Down to 14, again, down to 10. The 20, I guess that should be a 2, and that should be 6, and there's the 10. Okay, so now we're going to bring this guy down to, needs to be a 6 by 6. And the last final shape will now just be a 2 by 2. And then we're going to take the whole thing and lead a 0 from all of the min and max widths. Cool. Test him over here on the shape test page. Just delete this shape and throw in the small shape zebra frames. Preview. Boom. Let's scroll in. Now, when you're really far out, it's not going to look very good. But actually, I kind of like that as a button. It's not a bad looking button. Well, boring, but you can spruce it up with other colors or gradients or whatever, maybe. Now backing out of that. But when you go too far to, I don't know, even just 100% mode, it looks a little wonky, but maybe I can work with that. Cool. So that's it. That's how you make a custom element, put it on a page and test it. I think that's it for this video. I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate some other ones. I've made this 12 slice out of six shapes that are very thin. The hashtag works pretty well. Use hexagon spokes, which I could call that an asterisk or a multiplication. But actually on my keyboard, the asterisk has 5 spokes, but that's fine. Now the pentagon or octagon is simply just getting 1, 2, 3 rectangles and just rotating them 45 degrees each or something. And then hexagon was the same thing, but rotating by 60 degrees. Triangle was a bit of a problem. Why isn't it giving me a preview? Triangle took a while. So with triangle, I had to essentially make I forgot exactly how many pieces to the triangle there were, but there's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10. J is the 10th letter of the alphabet. There's 10 things there. I'm going to zoom in. And this triangle didn't actually look very good, because I don't even see a triangle right now. Oh, you know what? I don't think I finished making it. Let's go to the big one. Now here's a big one. And same thing, probably. I'm missing a shape in here. I wonder what that was. I wonder what the 10th shape is in the small triangle. Probably just copied and pasted something on accident. But anyway, this big one has a lot of pieces. I'm just going to show them by, well, this one is a shape A it's like a base piece somewhere around here. And here's shape, I'm going to close shape A, close everything. Now here's shape A, see it's a base piece. There's shape B, shape C, shape D is actually a white piece that has been moved. Now the highlighter is always there where you left it. This was an aligned to parent followed by rotation. And then all of these other pieces are white pieces to hide. So I took the hexagon, I believe. I'm gonna hide these again. Yeah, I took a hexagon and essentially just hid pieces of it with these white slivers. And I needed the white slivers to fit entirely in here so they wouldn't overlap the outside of the group. Because it's an aligned to parent, it sometimes overlaps the outside of the group. And when you hover over it, it just looked ugly. So I needed to make sure everything fit inside the square. There might be a better way to do it, I don't know. You can always use a polygon thing with HTML. Bubble doesn't seem to have the polygon builder, as far as I found yet. Anyway, that's that. So adding those pieces back on, you see the triangle shape. There it is. That was a fun one. All right, and that about wraps it up. Thank you for watching.